Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Thursday night, and you know what that means. It's time for your TNA Event Center Wrestling Report. And now here's the man to give you that report, Mr. Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, super awesome day, and hope you guys are doing. Hope you guys had a wonderful, super awesome day. Hope you guys are good. I hope you enjoyed that episode of Rant and Rave. We just finished not too long ago. A lot of hilarity was ensuing. A lot of things are happening, but at the same time, a lot of informative information about wrestling. And believe me, we had a lot to talk about as far as that is concerned. Also, I talked about how the Celtics, and I wonder what's going on with the Dallas Mavericks. I got to find out if they're winning or not. So so it's been it's been a little crazy on the side here, and let's see. Let's see. It was the most hilarious episode that I personally think about of Rant and Rave. We had a lot of fun with it. That's been the most important thing ever. And I also want to. I hope you guys enjoyed the Dugout Crew podcast episode as well on the David 3000 Network. Please check that out every Thursday afternoon at 3. All right. I'm encouraging y'all to watch it if you're baseball fans like myself, me, Joey Acacia, and Jesse Ortiz. As you know, I host a show, so that's another thing too that I hope you guys had a lot of fun there. I'm still trying to check on the Dallas Mavericks Timberwolves series game 5. If the Mavericks win, they advance. If the Timberwolves win, they go to game. They go to game number 6. So we'll see what's going on here. And the Mavericks are up 77-46, 80-46. It seems like to me, I think we're going to see a Boston, Dallas Mavericks, final. I think, and that's a huge deal. And that one, it will be a dogfight for sure. Celtics, like I said, the Celtics have been playing like. Somebody wrote down the Celtics are playing like a team hell bent on winning a championship. If they can keep that momentum and focus going, especially against a very tough team, like say if the Dallas Mavericks do end up making it, because right now the way they're playing against Minnesota, it looks like they're going to make it. And once they do, be on the lookout. They'll be a heck of a team. It'll be a heck of a matchup. So this TNA Impact episode came from Cincinnati, Ohio. And there was an ABC battle, the battle of ABC Tag Team Partners. Ace Austin going one-on-one with Chris Bay. And there was a heck of a matchup between both men, but Chris Bay ended up winning the matchup, and he extended his hand. Ace Austin didn't like the fact that he lost, but they shook hands, and they gave each other a hug. So all is good. It was respect. So there's that. Zaya Brookside went one-on-one with Steph DeLander. Steph DeLander had the match in hand until he tried to grab a steel chair from under the ring, but pulling it out was PCO hanging onto it, telling Stephanie, "Don't do that." Like, why? And then Zaya Brookside meant to go leap off the apron to splash on Steph DeLander. Instead, PCO caught her and says, "What are you doing?" And PCO gently put her back down in the ring, and she goes, "I know what I'm doing." But then, as she was distracted by PCO, Zaya Brookside took advantage of it, won the matchup. And then after the matchup, PCO jumps in the ring, right? And Zaya Brookside stayed behind to see what's going on. He handed her a gift-made card, like a Love Valentine's card, even though Valentine's Day was back in February. But handed her a love card. It was so cute. It had made for her, and And Xia Brookside thought that was romantic and cute. I thought that was hilarious, too. So, very interesting. Also, they did the recap of what happened on NXT this past Tuesday between Jordynne Grace and Roxanne Perez. And they advertised an NXT matchup on TNA Impact as Jordynne Grace will face Stevie Turner this coming Tuesday. I think NXT is going to have a lot more eyeballs watching from the Impact TNA fans. It's going to be great. Laredo Kid addresses being digital media champion. First Class interrupts him, and then AJ Francis, you have to defend the title against me. So why do I want to do that? Because of this, and AJ Francis punches Laredo Kid in the face. Laredo Kid gets upset, yelling at him in Spanish. Security came and separated those two. I do believe that's going to happen. And then Khan was looking for PCO, bumps into Jake Something and Cody Deaner, and then got to the point Jake Something, you want to settle this next week? And Khan looks at, Jake Something looks at Cody Deaner and says, if I were you, I wouldn't listen to him. I did that, and it didn't work out for me. Well, that's the way. And he goes, whatever happens, you stay out of this. So, looks like Jake Something's going to do this thing on his own. Sami Callihan went one-on-one with Jonathan Gresham. And once again, Jonathan Gresham wearing that great Muta-like mask. And somehow, once again, somehow Sami Callihan ended up having the black ink on his fingers distracting him. And Gresham did pick up the victory, but Sami Callihan told the referee what's going on with this. The referee had to wear a mask and everything else stayed away from Sami Callihan. So this would be interesting to see what happens. Maybe a feud between the two of them. Gail Kim had a sit-down interview with Giselle Shaw, asking her the journey that she had. I think it's going to be a two-part interview. I think next week there'll be more of an interview with Giselle Shaw. And Giselle Shaw is trying to get back her bearings in TNA. Gia Miller interviewed the system, and they talked about and they were talking about beating the Nemeth brothers and dealing with Matt Hardy. Moose said this Matt Hardy is not a system problem; it's a Moose problem. I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to look for him and deal with it. So and Delicia's like, what are you doing? And then Frankie Kazarian goes, who am I? Gia Miller goes, you're Frankie Kazarian. No, say it again. Who am I? The king of TNA. He says, is that hard? So, although of course Brian Myers, before Frankie Kazarian appeared, Brian Myers goes, hey, nice job dyeing your hair like Nick Nemeth. Whatever. Anyways, Mike Santana and Steve Macklin went one-on-one. Was a fantastic matchup until the Rascals attacked both men, declaring the match a no contest. And I'd be surprised if Steve Macklin said, hey, we got a problem with the Rascals. They attacked you. They attacked me. We got to join forces. So I'm sure Mike Santana may be hesitant on that. But we shall see what happens. The Rascals probably made a couple of enemies out of both Mike Santana and Steve Macklin. Lars Fredrickson, at least in Arance, I think he is now the manager of Spitfire. And then Jody Threat says, I had her. I took my eye off of the mount. I lost. So, but then Lars Fredrickson says, yeah, you lost. It was a big goose egg. Well, you can come back from that. But Danny, you just learn from Jody's mistakes and see if you can capitalize on it. And we're doing. And then Danny Luna was reminded we're doing this for Spitfire. So for the tag team. So we'll see what happens in that situation. Meanwhile, there's a digital exclusive. Leon Slater confronts Mustafa Ali, challenging him to a one-on-one matchup. They had that one-on-one matchup. Champagne Singh, I think now is one of Ali's biggest allies, got involved, and Mustafa Ali did end up picking up the victory over the rookie Leon Slater. Moose is looking for Matt Hardy, tried to threaten a stadium attendant, and he said, I don't know where it is. You better not be lying to me. Then the main event. Eddie Edwards goes one-on-one with Say His Name, and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. In Tokyo, America, Scotland, and Canada, and Mexico, they say, I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe. I love Joe Hendry. And Hendry decided to roast Eddie Edwards before the match about his faux hawk and all. The Nemeth Mountain brothers appeared to stand in Hendry's corner at ringside to keep an eye on Brian Myers and Alicia Edwards. And as a result, it was a heck of a matchup. But in the end, Joe Hendry didn't end up winning the matchup. It was a hard-fought matchup. And Matt Hardy and Moose brawled in the back, and Moose attacked Matt Hardy, sealing his fate with a steel chair. So we'll see what happens. Is Matt Hardy actually broken physically? We'll find out for sure. As you know, this whole Jordan Grace's appearance on NXT has sparked something. They say they'll probably have an invasion angle there. Not only that, the fact is that a lot of people want to work with some of the superstars in TNA. A lot of people want to work with the superstars in WWE. A little challenge exchange, maybe. We shall find out. You know, New Day wants to collaborate with Joe Hendry. That's going to be fun. I want to see that matchup. I want to see that collaboration. You know, I can see Santino interacting with his own daughter, Ariana Grace. Or, you know, Santino Morel interacting with R-Truth. That would be hilarious, man. So, that's pretty cool. So, that's it for 1142, episode 1142, I should say, of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And we had a lot of fun on Rant and Rave. We always had fun. We always did the thing, and it's hilarious. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Now, like I said, I'm 12 subscribers away, 12 or 11. It all depends. So I thought I was 11 subscribers away, but then I think that subscriber must have backed out, or that person may be. We're back to 12 subscribers away from 300 episodes. No, not 300. 300 subscribers. My goal was to get that by the end of the year. So far, we're almost halfway through the year. So so this will be something to behold. So, don't know what's going to happen during the summer. Who knows for sure. Thing is that tomorrow there'll be Bullseye, strategy, luck, game of strategy, luck, knowledge, and daring, as I do a 20-round battle against that Rotten Lightning. AEW Rampage will be on at 6:30 special start time. And I don't know if that's going to change, because if they're going to have an extra Western Conference Finals, but it looks like the Mavericks may end up winning this one because they have a huge lead in the third quarter. So that's a big deal. So unless there's still hockey going on. So that's another thing too. The NHL on TNT maybe. I don't know. So we shall see what happens. Is they're still going to stick with the 6:30 time. Unless they do a movie on Fridays too, so Rampage will be at 6:30 special start time tomorrow. Timeless Tony Storm will be in action facing Viva Van in a non-title matchup. So that's a huge deal for Viva Van to step up. So huge opportunity for that young lady. Who knows? So that's all the time we have on the show. Episode 1142 of Eric Lima Shenanigans is complete. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Watch Bullseye. Watch me do my final Bullseye bonus island, Fearless Friday, for May of 2023. In 2024, excuse me. I've been botching all day. Thank you for tuning in, and until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. Thank you, sir. Have a good night, everybody.
That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, do it for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with a Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.